First up in the vintage Spider-Man games from the early 90s, 1991 from LJN NES, Spider-Man Return of the Sinister 6. This still is hovering around $15 to $20 all day on eBay every month. That's without manual, without box, like most NES games came with, because the boxes were cardboard. This is an example of a box and game. I don't know if the manual's in it, it's not in the title, but this is also NES Return of the Sinister 6 Spider-Man 1992. This went for $150. This one I have a lot of nostalgia for. And a lot of Sega Genesis games are still pretty affordable. Grew up with Sega Genesis, cousins had Sega Genesis, a lot of people had Sega Genesis. It was a cheaper alternative to Super Nintendo. So this was Spider-Man, no subtitle, 1991, case and manual. I think this person got a steal. $23 plus shipping. I actually was playing this as like a 5-6-year-old, me and my brother at our cousin's house. He was gone at school. And we were eating popcorn, and he got pissed off when he got home. He was a little older than us. He was already a teenager at that time, and he saw his young cousins playing his Sega Genesis, and we had like buttery popcorn hands. We were playing this game, Spider-Man game on Sega Genesis, no subtitle again, but this is more based off of the TAS, the animated series from the 90s. And this person got another steal, a little over 20 plus shipping here, because I was looking for this, because I had the case for years. My brother sold the game like in the mid-2000s, and I've been wanting to get the game back, and the game was like never even available on eBay. This person got the game CIB for $20-something. You think the end of the Sega Genesis? Think not. This is from 1993, a mashup of Spider-Man and X-Men arcade game. This went from around $20 too, and this is pretty affordable. Also, this wasn't necessarily a great deal, because you could look around and you could buy this easily with a few clicks away from eBay. Maximum Carnage. Remember, there was a Venom movie also released last fall, 2021, featuring Carnage in it. So this game was hot. It was going for between like $40-$50. This one went CIB for $70. That's the one with the red case cartridge from Genesis. Super Nintendo also made one. Let's look at red cartridge Super Nintendo. That went for $70. Actually, sorry, it went for $52 plus shipping. The other one went for $70 again. So, but this one was naked. No case, no manual. So, you see the red case, you see any kind of... This isn't a variant necessarily. Although they did make the gray one. So recently I just pulled out about 3 boxes from deep within my storage. Gonna source these and put them up on eBay soon in listings. Let's check out what I got. I bought this straight from Best Buy in December 2007. PS2 Slim Satin Silver, just the box. My brother still plays the PS2 Slim, but the boxes of most video games are becoming more collectible. For your vintage collections and man caves, people are getting them. So then I got this vintage 90s Red Wings shirt. I wore this as a kid. It's got a signature on it. I'm not sure who it is still. It says 29, but it doesn't look like Mike Vernon. I have another shirt with Mike Vernon. He was the goalie for when we went to the Cup in 97. Look at that old nutmeg logo. Beautiful. Mini notepad. Graphics indicative of the late 80s, early 90s. It's like a Saved by the Bell title screen for that. This one's special, people. Still in the Spirit Halloween bag. Official Scream 4 Ghostface mask. $10 at the time from Fun World. Now that Scream 5 is about to come out, this is going for roughly $70 on eBay. Still got the Spirit Halloween receipt with it too. Kodak Max disposable camera. Sealed, the Bruiser Armored Deadbolt, made in America. Look at that. Still got the Kmart tags on it. Lord of the Rings foil Valentines from 2004. One's open, one's sealed. I got loads of copies of Lord of the Rings, and this is the Fellowship of the Ring, the first one, 4 DVD set, sealed. Goes for about $30. This is one of the original, like, comprehensive releases, because the film came out late in 2001, and this came out in 2002. So this is the desirable one. A lot of these special features are on the streaming service. HBO Max, I think, is who owns it right now. So, therefore, and they release it on YouTube. So it's like, therefore, DVDs like this, I don't necessarily need to keep as hard media in my collection. This was an incredible buy by my wife a few years ago. It's the 2019 re-release of Playmate's 1988 original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. This was going for about $50 when it was released a few years ago. And now they're going for roughly between $60 and $100 on eBay. It's the original 4 run of Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. So yeah, it looks really accurate to the Playmates ones. Great design, big box. Graphic novels, some 70s Marvel horror. We got Man-Thing, Werewolf in the Blood, Werewolf by Night. It has an older one where it's a mashup with Dracula in here from the 70s. Then there's an Emily Strange graphic novel. This style was popular in the 90s. 1998. Detroit Red Wings Stanley Cup champions. The cartoon rendering. Fruit of the Loom. All white. Some local legends on here. The Wings won back-to-back cups in 97, 98. So there was a fever around here. Got Fedorov, Eisgood, Shanahan, Lidstrom, Yzerman. So in the early 90s, I went to a Gordie Howe signing. It was kind of like at a knockoff Bass Pro Shop. Long lines. I was actually wearing this kid jersey. Grew out of it within a year. Howe signed it right on the back. It's stained because I wore it as like a 7-year-old. See what brand it is. CCM Boys. Now, up into the 90s, games like this were still popular. You might have played with some yourself. This is Public Enemy, a type of like 20s, 30s U.S. mobsters theme here going. And it's kind of like a manual pinball machine. The 90s ones had plastic backs and paper backs. Listen to this. That's tin. So you know this is a genuine 60s or 70s by my estimation. There's not even a maker mark on the back, and there's only a patent number on the front. I haven't looked it up in like 8 years. So last time I looked it up, it was still under $20. I'd imagine it might be just a tad more than that. Not too much, though. Ready for this next one? I got this from some nerd at a yard sale in 2014 in the summer. This is the letter of authenticity for this China 24 karat bone china plate. It's a fantasy depiction. I thought it was really cool. I don't think it's tied to any fantasy franchise. It's called Lure of the Dragon. There's the limited edition information on the back of it. Still have never displayed this thing. It came in this nice styrofoam. My grandpa, World War II veteran, he was from upstate New York. And so they'd visit that area from time to time, and they'd go through Canada from Michigan area, and Niagara Falls is right on the border. This pocket knife keychain from there, probably 80s or 90s. It's not that old, but it's pretty nice. A very tourist gift shop type of item. There's a number of other things, but it's almost deserving of its own video, so I'm going to cut it short here for today's episode of the Vintage Price Market. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow every day. I'm going to try and do episodes.